Good morning, students. Sai Ram. I hope you all are fine and be safe and stay at home. So, student, I hope you all are solving case studies at home and also making notes in your fair notebook. So, students, it is very important to solve case study and ask if there is any problem to me. Okay, students. So, we have already done the first part of this chapter number 7, which is directing. So now in this video we are going to continue our chapter, which is directing. Now what is directing? Directing means to direct, to provide the direction to their employees, to their subordinate. And who direct them? Their manager, their boss. Okay, so directing means to give proper guidance to all the people appointed at various posts in the organization so that they can successfully perform their work for which they have been appointed. Why we direct? We direct people so that they work properly with their fuller efficiency and with effectiveness in their work. Now, as I said in the previous video, directing has 4 elements. Number 1 is communication, second supervision, third is motivation, and fourth is leadership. Now, supervision we have already done. Supervision means to guide, direct the efforts of employees to accomplish the stated work output. Look, student, all the elements, whether it is the supervision, motivation, leadership or communication, all are having a common goal, which is to improve the efficiency of worker and guide them to do a work in a good manner with their fuller efficiency and for their fuller utilization of resources. So supervision means to guide, to direct the efforts of employee to accomplish their stated work output, and motivation means to motivate, to inspire, to induce them to keep doing a task, a work for their goal achievement. Or we can say that it is a complex force starting and keeping person at work. Means, what is the motivation? Motivation means to inspire, to stimulate them to do a work in a effective manner. So student, next one is leadership, which is, it is the process of influencing the behavior. And who influence? The leader. Influencing the behavior of others to work willingly for achieving goal. And communication means it is a transfer of information, ideas and thoughts between the people. Now in this part of the video we will discuss the second element, which is motivation. Now in this picture, what you see? Motivation means to make possible. How we make possible? To replace impossible. Impossible, I am possible means nothing is impossible. So in this picture, as you see, there is one board, job done, and the second board, even better, 1 mile. And who said this? Who motivate him? His boss, for going the extra mile. He cheer up and motivate him to achieve the extra mile, to extra goal of the company. So what this picture shows, that the boss motivate his employee to achieve the goal in a effective and in a better way. Now, what are the features of motivation? Motivation is a personal and internal feeling. Means it is a psychological phenomena which generate within an individual. Let's take an example to understand this. Motivation is a phenomena. What phenomena? Psychological phenomena. If a child demand, let's take an example. If a child demand a mobile phone, okay, but his father tells tells him that you have to appear your exam with 90% marks. If you appear your exam with 90 or above 90%, then you will definitely get mobile. So what is this? The father motivate their child for scoring good marks. So what is this? This is a psychological phenomena. Now, who generate his father, and after that the child, for getting mobile phone, he gives his best effort to get 90% marks. So student, first feature shows here motivation is a personal and internal feeling. Second point is motivation is need based. Motivation is need based. It is a behavioral concept that direct human behavior towards certain goals. My example fulfills the second point also. It is a need based. Why? When there is a need, then need of motivation, then it generates the feeling to do a work in a better way, and or we can say that it is directly related to the human behavior. So for the fulfillment of his motivation is most important. Whatever it is, need of getting um, recognition, promotion in the company, need of money, economically, anything. Next is motivation is a continuous process. Look student, human wants, as I said, motivation is need based. If the need arises, motivation is also there to do a better for fulfill his need. So it is a continuous process. If first need, if our basic need is fulfilled, next now after fulfillment of first need, next need arises along with it. So it is because the human wants are unlimited, so we can say that it is a continuous process, a never ending process, because it continues with our need, and human needs are unlimited. And now next is motivation may be positive or negative. Students, positive promotes incentives and negative threatens for disincentives. If like in any if there is two siblings, one is very good in study, another is not good in study, so for their motivation, parents also guide the another child who is not good in study, or they can also punish them if he has done any mistake. So it may be positive or negative. Same as in an organization, if any person do well in their working area, so the company give him incentives, promote him to the higher position. If the person is not doing well in that in his working area, or he is not performing his duty well. So for threaten, the company also demote him, okay, to give him a punishment. So motivation is both positive or negative also. Next one is motivation is a planned process. Planned process means people differ in their approaches. So to respond the process of motivation, motivation is a psychological concept and a complex process. Student, this point is motivation is a planned process, or we can say that it is a very complex process. Complex or planned, both are same. Let's take an example. If there is a two employees at a same level, and due to some circumstances company is not able to promote them in this year, and the company promises both of them that in the next successive years they will definitely get promotion, but their salary will increase in double. So one person satisfies that okay, it's okay if I'm not getting promotion, it's okay, I'm getting extra salary, okay. But another one, maybe um, he is not satisfied with this decision, and he demotivate due to this. So it is a very complex process. So motivation is a planned process. We have to plan everything, how to motivate employees so that they doing well and utilize their resources and give their best. So I hope features, have you all understand these features? Okay. Now, importance. What is the importance of motivation? These points are very simple. You also write the importance by your own. Like number one is, with proper motivation there can be a maximum utilization of a factor of production like man, money, material, etc. If the person is well motivated, so if the employee is well motivated, then he fully utilize his skill, material, money, etc. Second is, if employees are motivated, it will reduce the employees turnover and absentees. Look students, employees turnover means joining and uh, joining, or we can say that leaving of organization, and absentees, as you all know, present and absent in an organization. If the employees are motivated how? If there is, let's take an example, if there is any technique which comes in an organization, but company is not able to guide them properly that how to handle it, okay, the person who work on that technique is also confused and also not able to do well. So he maybe he absent in future, or maybe he leaves that company due to this reason, because he is not able to fulfill um, his own requirement to do work, to do better in that company. So there are many reasons, but if the employees are motivated, that if the employer motivate their employee that it's okay, you do well and I am there for you to motivate, to guide them, to guide you, please continue your work. So if the employer motivate his employee, support his employee, so the the number of turnover, employees turnover and absentees is reduced, may be reduced. Okay. Now next point is motivation foster a sense of belongingness among the employees toward the organization and also improve their morale. Okay. If the employees get motivation from his manager, from his employer, so the sense of belongingness, the good relation between their employee and employee become generates. Okay. So and this improves their relation and also improve the morale of employees. Overall, this point says that motivation helps to increase the belongingness among the employees and the organization. If the belongingness is there, then the employee do with their full efficiency to achieve the organizational goal. Now next point is motivation helps in reducing the number of complaints and grievances. If they are motivated, all the problems has already solved by their employer, their manager, so the number of complaints and grievances is also not there, and wastages and accident rate is also come down because company support, company's guidance is also there for him. Okay. Next is with proper motivational technique, management can attract competent and best quality employee. If there is there the employer is uses the motivational technique, so they also attract the best quality employees from the outside of the company, because the person who want to join that company, who are aware that this company's employer or manager is very motivational, very supportive and very helpful, so they also want to join that company and want to do job at that organization. So when a company uses motivational techniques, then it also helps to attract the best competent or quality employees from the outside of the organization. Importance done. Now Maslow's need hierarchy. Look students, Abraham Maslow, he is a psychologist and he gives the theory of motivation. And what is this theory called? Maslow's needs hierarchy theory. Here, look student, this topic is very important. Okay, so here what is the meaning of hierarchy? Hierarchy means priority. Maslow gives his theory and explain in his theory that if a company, if an organization fulfill the needs of employer step by step or in a sequence way, so that they fully motivate their employee and helps him to achieve his or company's goal, or helps him to give his best. Okay, what the Maslow needs hierarchy theory says? Hierarchy means priority in needs. Abraham Maslow said in his theory that if an employer or if an organization fills his employees' needs step by step, okay, so that his employees get motivation, or we can say that full motivation. So the first need or the first step is psychological need. So You have to write all these needs in a sequence way, same manner which is shown is in that picture. Okay student, so Maslow says that first need is psychological need, means an organization has to have to fulfill the basic need such as food, clothing and shelter to the employees. If the employee satisfies with these basic needs or psychological need, then another need will arise which is security need. Security need means the needs to be free from uncertainty concern one's survival. Here security means security physically and economically. Physically means if there is any accident at that particular working area, so there is a insurance which is given by the organization to the employer, or the compensation which is given to the employees so that they feel secure. And money related means like retirement benefits, perquisites, incentives, so that he feels secure that after the completion of his job, after retirement, he get the pension, so that he fulfill his requirement at that time. Okay, the first need is the company has to fill his first need, which is psychological need, means basic need, which is food, clothing and shelter. And after fulfillment of first psychological need, second need is security need. And here security need means insurance in lieu of money and in lieu of insurance. Now next need is social need. After satisfy his basic need, he feels secure, and after fulfillment of security need, his next need arises, which is social need. Social means the need to be accepted by others, and sense of belongingness means that he feels the sense of belongingness in an organization, in the security. So after fulfillment of social need, the next need is which arises ego need, or we can say that self-esteem need to be recognized as having skill, achievement and characteristics. Now esteem need means that a company provide him a recognition, status, respect, like a separate after promoting on a higher position, a separate cabin, respect, authority which is given to the organization. All these comes under the self-esteem need. After social need means love, belongingness. Next a need arises which is ego need, or we can say that self-esteem need means self recognition, status. Okay, after fulfilling this status need, next need, which is last need, which arises is self-actualization need, the need to be realize one's potential as a person. This is a need where the person feels that he is the best in his working area, and he take all the decision under their working area. So last need is self-actualization, that he is the best in his working area, to generate at that confidence among them that he can do better, because he is very perfect in his area and he can take any decision regarding this. I hope you all have understood. Don't take it lightly, it is very important topic. Okay student, now next is now incentives. How the employee get motivation? By incentives. And incentives are also divided into two parts, financial and Non-financial. First of all, you have to understand what is incentives. When there is something addition to their salary, like addition in money or any perks, any facility which is extra or addition to its salary, is known as incentives. Now incentives is also divided into two parts, financial and non-financial. Here financial means which is related to money, which is in a term of money, and non-financial means which is not in a term of money. Now let's discuss from financial need. Financial need number one is profit sharing, mean second is pays and allowances, third bonus, fourth retirement benefits, fifth perquisites, sixth productivity linked wages, and last is co-partnership or stock option. Let's take an example one by one. First, profit sharing means employees get the share of profit by their organization, means to motivate them, to give them a financial incentives, or in a term of money the organization has to decide that they give the some percent of profit, they distribute some percent of profit among their employees so that they feel motivated. Next one is pays and allowances. Here pays and allowances means increment in their salary. Next is bonus. Bonus means the bonus or reward which a person get occasionally, like on his birthday, on Diwali, on any festival. Okay, so this is bonus. Next is retirement benefits. Retirement benefits means the for their motivation, for their security need, the retirement benefits like pension is also provided to the employees. Next one is perquisites. Perquisites means extra benefit, like provide him mobile facility, home, provide him a home, house, car facility, or servant facility. All these perquisites are actually for the higher position people, higher position employee. Okay, perquisite like car facility, mobile facility, petrol facility, house facility, servant facility, medical facility, or child education facility. Okay, next one is productivity linked wages. Productivity linked is same as the piece wage system, means if a person do well, okay, as decided, okay, so according to his productivity, according to his efficiency, give him a more, or give the addition to his salary. Okay, next one is co-partnership or stock option. Stock option or co-partnership means like the 10% of shares distributed among the organization employees so that they feel that they are also the owner of the company, means to give them a partnership in a company. I hope you all are understood all these points. Financial. Now next one is non-financial, which are not calculated in the term of money, like status, to give him a status, recognition that he is in that position, to fulfill his psychological needs. Second, career advancement. Career advancement like promotion. Look student, promotion is not comes under financial, it always comes under the non-financial, because promotion involve the fulfillment of social need or fulfillment of psychological need. Okay, next one is opportunity. Opportunities in like opportunity in the many areas, like opportunity of give them new project, so so that he feels that he has to give an authority to do a work. Next one is job enrichment. Here job enrichment is increment, or we can say that addition of his work, addition in his work, but addition according to the level, means addition of variety of work, so that he gain extra knowledge for the higher position. Okay. Next one is employee recognition program. Employer recognition program means like praising, uh, giving awards, and organizing a party, and give them a award at that time, so that he feels good. Next is job security. Job security is also um, there. Job security, like providing a good working condition, so that um, good working condition in sense of like uh, eliminating all these things which is very harmful for the for the employees. Okay. Next is, and job security is also like signing of bond, like 5 year bond, that you are your job is secure for 5 years. Nobody um, tells you that you leave our company. Next is employees empowerment. Now employees empowerment means, if a person work in any company, and now empowerment means give them a power, a authority to take decision in his working area. Employees empowerment means let him do whatever he wants to do, whatever decision he wants to take in his working area, is also a non-incentive. Okay, I hope you all have understand. Financial is also known as monetary incentives, and non-financial is also known as non-monetary incentives. Motivation part has done. Now our next topic is leadership. Now what is leadership? Leadership means to lead. And who lead? A leader. Now what is the difference between a leader and a boss? Boss is always give the order to their employee, but leader guide them, work with them, and inspire them, motivate them how to do a work. Okay, so there is a difference between the boss and leader. Leader is who work with them in every situation, and boss only give them an order. Now leadership is a process of influencing, supporting other to work enthusiastically toward achieving objective. What is the leadership? Leadership is the process of influencing and supporting others who are the employees, to work with their full efficiency. Now what are the features of leadership? Leadership is a continuous process, as it is our favorite feature. Continuous process means it is a continuous process of a behavior, means leadership always lead. If one goal is achieved, then next, for the next goal, leadership is in his behavior, and he lead, and he influence their employees to do work hard in their working areas. Next one is to attain common goal. It is a relationship between leader and his follower. As we can say that it is to attain the common goal, to achieve the objective of a company. Leadership is important, and it is a, what is it? It is a relationship. Leadership is a relationship between his leader and its followers. Okay. Next one is to achieve common goal, leader influence the behavior of a group. What is leadership? Leadership is the influencing. What influencing? The behavior of the group, so that they work in a unity and achieve their common goal. Next is leadership does not imbibe coercive force on followers to work. They work willingly. Means leadership, leader does not force them that you have to do that work in a same manner which I said. No, they work willingly. Okay, next one is leadership recognize the achievement by the follower. How we can judge that the leadership is very good? When by their achievement. Whose achievement? Their followers achievement. We recognize that leadership is very good. Now what is the importance of leadership? Why leadership is important? For motivating their employees, for the better utilization of human resources, for creating confidence among the employees. Motivation is leadership is very important. Or fourth point, as a which is written, promoting the spirit of coordination, means spirit of coordination, spirit of unity among the employees. Leadership is most important. Build morale. The leader always build their morale, motivate them that you will do that and you have to do that and you have the potential. Next is directing group activity. Leader always direct group activity, means he also work with them and direct them that what is to be done. Now develops good human relation. Leader always try to maintain a good relation among the employees, among the organization and employees. Okay, next is helps to fulfill social responsibility. It also helps to fulfill the social responsibility. So it is not fully based on the profit making. Leadership is also for fulfilling the social responsibility which is related to our society. I hope you all have understand. Importance of leadership is very simple. Now next topic is quality of a good leader. Now what are the quality of a good leader? He should be patient. Okay, means having a patience, waiting for your turn in a positive attitude. Next is responsible. He should be responsible. He should be organized, means being prepared, tidy and ready. Always integrity, when you do the right thing when no one is watching. Okay, next one is helpful and caring. Next, commitment, means if he do any commitment and he has to fulfill that commitment. Next is cooperative, he must be cooperative. Next is wise. Wise means doing the intelligence choice. So all these are the qualities of a good leader. Okay student, the next part of the leadership we will do in our next video. Students, do well in your study, keep doing case studies. I will also give you a PDF of case study to solve at home. Okay students, Sairam.